Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to English 135, Greek and Roman Mythology in Translation. This is the fall semester 2023. I am your instructor, Jeffrey Allen. It's great to meet everyone. This short video, probably around 7 or 8 minutes long, is going to cover how to navigate our online course. I'm going to simply show you how most things are just 2 or 3 clicks away. This is our homepage. I am in student preview mode so that I see what you see, or you see what I see. So the first thing I want to observe is how we have several modules here. The first one at the top is called Fall 2023 Sky CTC Student Help and Reference. This is provided by Sky CTC. Every course that in this college system has this. And essentially, it's as a student, you have many avenues to acquire assistance with issues throughout college. Many of those resources are listed below. So you have accommodations for students with disabilities. You have access to the bookstore, the library, the study rooms, the tutoring resources that are available to you, and the Learning Commons. Technology help, Blackboard Ultra tutorials. So if this video on navigating our course doesn't help, you can look at that. Guidelines for online communication and additional help information. None of this you are required. It has nothing to do with our course directly. It's there for students to have avenues of access and help. It's going to be in every course that you ever see. You'll notice here these not started. This is a new feature, and essentially it's just to help you see where you are at in the process of your work. So if you've started reading something, it'll say started. If you've completed a task, it says completed. So it lets you know what you've begun and what you haven't begun. It's nothing to do with the way I'm grading or monitoring your work. It's for you to monitor yourself. Okay, this module folder is extremely important. This is the Students Start Here course information. So students start here. If you click on this, you're going to see several different things. We got a course overview, information on your instructor, the grading policy, which is also available in our syllabus, which will be in the next video, the almighty important class calendar. If you ever want to know where we're at or what we're doing or what's coming up, it's always there. And then, of course, our class syllabus. Now, you can collapse the module and all of that disappears. You can tap on it again and all of that's available to you. You'll see here the syllabus. It usually just belongs in this Student Start Here module folder, and there it is, same exact document, but I've just put it out here in no man's land so that you just have easy access from the last 7 days this has been available to you. Let's go back to Student Start Here and let's do our course overview. So here, this document covers, it's a brief description of our course, the competencies you will be able to demonstrate effectively by completing this class, and a look at the main topics we will cover in 4 modules over 16 weeks. Course description is pretty straightforward. We examine mythic literature, primarily Greek and Roman texts, with attention to their influence on later literature and culture. The competencies are here for you to understand. These are your AKA objective statements, what you should be able to demonstrate after you've completed this course. And then here is a look at the readings, the major readings. So we're going to be looking at a little bit of Greek and Roman history in general, some backdrop. And then we're going to look at the Greek poet Hesiod's Theogony. Module 2 is Aristophanes' comedy Frogs, Aesop's Fables in Module 3, and Ovid's Metamorphosis in Module 4. You can just exit out and it takes you right back to where you were. That's course overview. Notice how this is an empty circle. It's because we haven't looked at it yet, but now that I've glanced at something, it's half full. And I can mark it as complete if I want to. And yeah, if you've read it, there's obviously no work for you to do. You can simply mark it complete. You do not have to interact with these bubbles. It's up to you. Introduction to your instructor. Take a minute to read about me and my purpose and role in this class. Let's get to know each other. We're going to have a lot of opportunities to interact in this course. Here's my contact information. So This is a asynchronous online class, meaning we never meet in person. It's always just sort of, there's never ever any class hours. We are simply me providing the work, the materials, and you guys following along the guided calendar. If you ever need to get a hold of me, though, there's my email and my office phone number. I have my office hours marked in the syllabus. We'll look at that in a little bit. Course grading policy we'll look at when we look at the syllabus. The class counter, and this is so important, as I've said. You can refer to this to know exactly where we are. So it's broken down as such. Here's week 1. You scroll further, there's week 2. So let's just take a glance at this for a second. Week 1, Greek and Roman background information. Everything you will need for this week will be located in our Module 1, Week 1 folder, and I'll show you that in a moment. As you will see, we have a few things due Wednesday this week and a few things due Sunday. Whenever we have assignments that are due on Wednesdays, those are really light assignments. So you'll never have a big project or anything or a big assignment due during the week. I know everybody's usually working and have stuff going on. So most major assignments or the heavier readings and whatnot will be due on Sundays. There will be some weeks where we have nothing due midweek and everything's just due Sunday. It kind of just depends on the pacing and the grading load. So, for example, due Wednesday of this week, read the announcement that's going to come later this afternoon, introducing you to the course. Watch this video. Send a syllabus acknowledgement message via Blackboard Messenger. We'll talk about that in the announcement later. And then complete the Creating a Sense of Community discussion board that is now available to you in the Module 1, Week 1 folder. And again, I will show you where that's at momentarily. Due Sunday, teach a document that will be uploaded for you. The Greeks and Romans, a little bit of history and content, cultural context. Complete reading response quiz number 1 that is in direct relation to that document. And then complete discussion board number 1, where we get to kind of just talk about what we've read so far and what we're about to get into. Just exit out of that. I'm back here again. And then here is the syllabus. We're going to look at that in another video. Now, if you go down further, here we are, Module 1. I'll read this real quick. Module 1, what is it about? Well, it's an introduction to the social and cultural backdrop of Greek and Roman civilizations. Then we begin our literary and mythological journey with the Greek poet Hesiod and a section of his poem Theogony. We will learn how this piece of literature captures, in essence, the creation of the poem itself. In the process, we will discuss the oral tradition of stories, poetry, and mythology. Did you know that poetry is considered the first form of art? How is that so? And that poetry is an oral, meaning spoken or sang tradition before it was ever a written form. In this sense, poetry is very musical. Now, if you click on this module, it opens up and there you have your week 1 folder. We were just talking about this in the class calendar. I click on that and there's my first activity, complete, creating a sense of community discussion board. If I click on this, it opens up and I have access to the document up here. You see, we already have some people who have begun working on it. You will earn your first points completing this assignment by doing it on time. Completing it on time, you earn your attendance points for the day. And we will talk about how attendance works in this class later in the syllabus in the second video that I post. So that really does it. Up here, you'll have it. You can check on announcements from the past and the future, past, present, and future. Oops, didn't do that. You can check your grade book here. You want to send or receive messages with Blackboard Messenger. You click on it right there. We do not use this calendar. Our calendar is the one here located in our Student Start Here course information module, class calendar, fall 2023. This one will always be empty and look totally different. I'm going to collapse that back up. There we go. If you are ever over somewhere where you're lost around and you ever just want to get back to the home page, just click content and it always will bring you right back to where we are. You will be able to view your attendance here. And that really much does it for this introductory video. Hopefully this was helpful, and stay tuned for the second video on our syllabus.